episode, Steele and McCoy, everybody. Except for there's no everybody because we have no viewers.
Because you and I talking, so I think it should be like da-da-da-da-da topic. I don't know.
Well, it's already started, so that's going in there. Anyways.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, haha.
What?
Um,
Oh, yeah, I see where you're going with this already.
yeah.
That was the McDonald's one, and then
Yeah.
okay.
I don't remember
Um,
any of them, but yeah, okay. Go ahead. Where are we
So-
going? Where are we starting? What are we talking about? Oh, didn't change my
What?
shirt. This is
So-
a different black shirt that I own.
Yeah.
It's not the same one.
If anyone who's, like I said, got 0 viewers, but anybody who's watching this, second episode, completely different day. Anyways, McCoy man over there is wearing a completely different getup of the exact same thing that he wore the first
I just
episode.
own multiples.
And I was the actual weirdo who went and changed. Anyways.
Some of this might be loud because I'm laughing real loud. Anyway,
I know mine's. So, I'm not even going to look at the topic list, but I just remember when I was going through it in the
My-
previous episode. What? What?
I'm so bad at this. My note that I wrote the quote on that we're going to talk about is over by my computer.
So, yeah, okay, that's helpful. You should go get it.
Time out.
Time out, again. Classic McCoy over here. If you missed the first episode, check out the first episode.
We're done.
At the end of every episode, we're doing quote of the day. McCoy over here wants to do his quote this time, but it was on his phone, so he had to write it down. And then he left his notes by his computer. Anyways, I was looking at the topic list like 90% of the last episode, so I kind of it's
You were.
ingrained in the back of my memory.
That's good.
The one thing that there's a couple things that stand out. One thing is it says mom plays zombies. Do you remember that time?
I remember a couple of times.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I don't know how many times she played with us, but it was kind of like it was a weird thing that it was just our thing, especially when I would come home from university for a holiday or
Yeah, it
whatever.
was you, me, and Dad.
You, me, and Dad, or me, you, and Dad, regardless, we would always play Black Ops Zombies, and we just got into it. We would go crazy. We weren't even that good.
No, we're terrible.
Jake was yelling at us like we would be shooting all his guys. He's like, "Guys, you're killing my train. I can't get any points." Anyways, one time we're just like, "Mom, like we got a 4th controller. We're doing this like as a family thing. Like you got to do this with us because it must have been around Christmas, and we're just like, we got to include you. So instead of doing something you want to do, we're gonna make you play zombies." Anyways, I don't even remember the entire thing. All I remember is Mom died a lot of times, and there was a couple times where Jake is like in the corner standing beside Mom protecting her, and then Jake's like, "Damn, I need a new gun, guys! Someone come protect Mom."
She
As
didn't.
if
She
needed
hardly
a
even
personal
she didn't even
bodyguard.
play. She just stood there. She controlled
Dude, but
her
when you
character.
When you think about it, like if you're someone who hasn't ever held a game controller, just wrapping your mind around like the 2 joysticks and like moving your person throughout the map is hard enough, let alone like how to aim and shoot and reload. And
Now she's just a Beat Saber wizard.
yeah, no kidding, she goes nuts on Beat Saber. You borrowed that from your buddy for Christmas.
Uh-huh.
All the cousins came and tried it. The adults started trying it, and then as soon as Christmas was over, Mom started like Beat Saber parties with her friends, and they would just play the VR Beat Saber game.
I'd like come home from work from like like throughout the summer I'd come home from work and she'd just be like upstairs playing Beat Saber.
Yeah, and it's in your room.
Yeah. Yeah, so her and all her friends would be in my room playing Beat Saber. Like, hey.
That's what happens when you turn the living room into your bedroom, though.
Yeah, pretty
The
much.
upstairs living room.
The bonus room.
Yeah, so again, that's how ridiculous my topic list is. There's not much to talk about there, but
It's
it was just
all
a
over
funny
the
thing
place.
that crossed my mind. Another thing on there was how it again it just says you're wrecking my song, and that's because whenever Jake and I were younger, and someone would be like humming or singing a song, probably terribly, the other guy would be like, just to piss him off, would start. Usually me.
Yeah,
I would
always
start.
you.
I would start whistling something over top of Jake singing something, and he'd be like, "Gosh, shut up! You're wrecking my song." But "wrecking my song" was just a quote that was like we heard way too often from Jake.
It was always like, yeah, no, I think it was reckon. Well, yeah, quote you heard too often from me. What about, oh, it's a gun?
Okay, well, when I was younger, I was fascinated with making everything look like some kind of bazooka or
It'd
gun.
be like a little stick. It's just like a straight stick, a solid straight stick. You're like, it's a gun. It's not a gun.
I swear, in another life, I was like bound for the military or something.
Not this one. You're not a military
Um,
man.
no. Not doing it. I'll stick to like hunting and
Designer.
recreational shooting. Yeah, and designing dirt bike ramps. the fact that
dirt bike ramps.
the fact that I'm sitting right here and I can reach more than one dirt bike ramp at the same time is just like kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, that's
Anyways.
you.
Best part is to okay. So you know what? We were talking about this before the episode, nicknaming the cousins. I already have stories about the cousins, so I kind of want to jump into that. But I was telling you about one cousin told the other cousin about the podcast, and she asks, "What's it going to be about?" He just goes, "I don't know, probably dirt bikes. What do you expect?" Yeah, I mean, okay, fair enough, but
Maybe a little bit. Maybe only during race season.
I am kind of excited for that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I'm definitely way more into that than you are, but I'm excited that you're also like following stuff.
Pretty much the most I'll do is follow it. I just have a hard time, like even sports. Like I love sports and I'll watch here and there, but I just have a hard
Yeah.
time like really sticking with it.
To me, well,
yeah.
yeah, sorry.
No, it's just
It's-
I don't know. I don't have the attention span for that.
It's different. Like when we did the big family fantasy football thing for CFL, that then I could like I wasn't even watching games, but I could like pay attention to players and stats, and that was kind of fun for me.
Yeah, you had a
But, like, yeah.
spreadsheet.
Yeah, I know. I go all out because I'm a weirdo.
I would
But,
oh man, picks are due in 5 minutes. This guy, this guy, this guy.
No, but like at that point, I could follow sports for a bit. But usually, like other than dirt biking, I don't like to like watch everything. I'll watch a hockey game now and again. I'll watch a football game, but I don't. I was gonna say I don't understand people who like avidly follow sports, but I avidly
Yo,
follow motocross, which is not
people-
even like a mainstream.
People that like, oh man, yeah, back in '82 when, this guy was pitching for the Yankees. Like, it's like, dude, how do you know that? Or like, yeah, like people that know like the names of every player that ever played in the NHL, right? That's insane. Go
No, I
be
hear
a
ya.
sports broadcaster or something. Why are you talking to me in this bar?
Has that happened to you?
No, it hasn't.
I feel like I kind of get like that with motocross just because it's kind of interesting to me. But anyways, come January, I feel like we will be talking about Supercross. Completely different schedule going on this year. Have you looked at that yet?
No.
3 races in each city, like 2 or 3 races per week. It's wildly different, but
Yeah,
anyways.
just so they're not moving around as much.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
What
At least they're doing it.
What? Oh yeah, I know. I saw the NFL's going. CFL got canceled.
Yeah,
this
NFL's
year.
on. I don't know. There was some talk about some hockey teams playing outdoors, so they could do like
I
spectators.
heard all kinds.
But I don't know.
I heard all kinds of things about hockey, and I don't.
Could be
Again, I don't
gibberish.
follow it enough to know. But what are we going to talk about on this one? Oh, okay. Another weird, funny story that's probably not that funny. That's on my topic list. Is so at the time, it was the greatest thing. My cat, which is not even my cat, it's my girlfriend's cat. My cat, dude, can do a wall run. And at the time that it happened, I was just like, bro, this is gold. My cat does a wall run. So the cat's like very energetic at times. And we think it's because when she was a little kitten, her mom bit the end of her tail off. True story. Her tail's like not stubby, but it's short.
That's wild.
And so anyways, it like once in a while her tail is just like going crazy, like nerve endings are freaking out, and she just runs like something's chasing her. And I honestly wonder if she's possessed sometimes. But anyways, we're laying in bed. I think I was like literally about to go to bed, and the cat like comes ripping in over the corner of the bed, and then he comes back up on the bed, and I just like sit up and I'm looking. The cat runs past me. I turn around. She doesn't go on top of the headboard of the bed. And the bed's like kind of a fabric material, but I can tell like she's not digging her claws in. She's just ripping full force. But she, no word of a lie, she hits the headboard at one end, runs like multiple steps all the way across, jumps onto the nightside table, and like flies out the door on the other side. And I'm just like, that was not even possible.
Just I don't know how to react to that. Cool, dude.
It was wild.
I think that's like, one of the things that you gotta see to really appreciate how wicked it was.
But like I know that like cats climb fences and trees and blah blah blah. But like I
she
said,
didn't have her little claws out, so.
And it wasn't like, yeah, you know how like people do a wall run and usually like they can do a couple steps, but by their first step that inertia is like pushing them off the wall. It literally just was like in slow motion. She was just like ripping sideways across this headboard. It was wild. Anyways, I should be fired from coming up with topics.
Yeah, I think so. So okay, I don't know, you're keeping it. I can't remember how long ago. In the okay, oh my god.
Yeah, restart.
Yeah.
Okay.
So at the beginning of the episode when I went
yeah.
Okay. Do you want to talk about that?
Explain to the people, yeah, what's going on.
So when we were younger, we'd have like these little like bedtime sayings,
like good night rituals.
Yeah.
And I don't know where did that start?
I don't know, but I think we'd have different ones for like mom and dad.
Maybe. All I remember... Well, actually, I got another story, but you continue.
So, we'd like really the only thing I remember is... like, I'm loving you, I think is what we'd say.
Yeah, because it's... What is the McDonald's one?
I'm loving it.
Loving it, yeah. Okay. Sorry. I don't know McDonald's. So, yeah, I don't know how it developed. Mom would come in... And we would just like sing to each other, ba 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 ba, loving you.
Yeah, but we'd say other things.
Oh yeah, and eventually it grew to be like a minute long.
Yeah, like you're like that,
like
yada yada.
And this was I don't know how old I was, but we were in like French class in school, and I was like a super French nerd. So Mom and I started like adding in French in there. And
yeah, I was not a French nerd.
Yeah.
Anyways. So that's more something for you and I. A little recollection of that.
But the best part was, and afterwards, now that I'm older too, I fully agree. But Dad and I kind of started our own goofy one, and then we felt bad because we were like making fun of Mom's thing. But anyways, in one of the Wolverine movies, I don't even know those, the X-Men, whatever. Yeah, so
I think it's Wolverine.
Yeah, the lady's telling the Wolverine guy a story about the stars and the constellations.
I think it's the moon. Blah. It's about a moon and a crow.
Yeah, regardless. I don't know the movie. I don't know the story. I don't know why I'm telling it.
You just know this one specific
Yeah. The funny part. In the end, Wolverine guy goes, he goes, so basically what you're saying is Karuku Kachu got screwed. And when Dad and I watched that movie, all we pulled from it was that line.
Kachu got screwed.
So then Dad used to do this thing where when we were younger, I just loved it. I would lay as straight as I could in my bed, and my door like opened up like in line with the hallway. So Dad would just come flying into my room, jump, and land on all fours around me. And I was just like, he's like, don't move, I'll like snap your arm if I land on it. So he would just come and he's ripping down the hallway just yelling, and he just like, boom, lands on the bed.
I don't remember this at all.
But then, and we did that for a while. But the worst part was, yeah, I feel so bad now because Mom would come in and we'd do our thing and it was awesome. I loved it. And I didn't really get it at the time.
She'd like put you to sleep.
Because then,
nice,
yeah.
loving. It's not that.
Dad's trampolining on my bed. But anyways, but then, yeah, I realized that we were kind of making fun of Mom's thing. Yeah, I felt pretty bad. But it was hilarious at the time. Still kind of is.
It's funny.
Speaking of which, the something else that I kind of forgot for a while, the one video that came out of like the cousin baking day thing with Grandma that one of our cousins made.
Yeah.
And somebody was talking about getting swung through the legs by Grandpa.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
I completely forgot about that.
No, yeah.
Did he grab our arms or under our arms?
I think he grabbed under our arms. And this was when we were like mad young, like we were
wail us through his legs. Yeah. And yeah,
no,
we got it. Okay, so I don't know if it's gonna happen this episode, but I'm just gonna explain it. We have a lot of cousins, and they're in a lot of stories, and I want to reference them, but I don't know if I really want to just go saying everybody's name.
Yeah, because all of our millions of listeners are gonna go. Bog
no, but I mean, like the other thing is, I want to be able to just like post our episodes on YouTube and stuff freely and not be like, oh, sorry, we talked about you. Do we have to bleep it out, take it down, whatever?
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's probably not that.
I mean, like I know, like there's quite a few of them that wouldn't really care.
Regardless,
but yes,
it leads into a funny topic. Anyways,
okay.
I want to associate nicknames or code names with our cousins, kind of based on their personality or whatever, and I want to do it so we each kind of like come up with funny names and try and guess who we're talking about. Because I just think that would be entertaining. Not to mention, we're talking about this before the show, and Jake.
Well, I got one right now. It's great.
Okay,
you'll know it in an instant.
Yeah.
But Buzz Lightyear.
Oh yeah, that's just perfect. I could never have thought of a better one because I know exactly who you're talking about.
You know exactly what I'm referencing to.
That is true. There's a funny story associated with that. But okay, this idea for nicknaming the cousins originated from
we just got to make sure that they're not like, I mean, and we're nice people, but like they're not in any way insulting or, you know.
Obviously.
Okay. Don't want to put them
down. As I don't know why, but okay, so anyways, one of my cousins and I are talking about this podcast before it came out, and he mentioned some funny things, and I wanted to like tell that story eventually, whatever, but I didn't want to use his name, and just for some reason in that split second, a nickname popped into my head for him.
Mm-hmm.
And that nickname is Marty McFly. Do you know who I'm talking about?
No, I think so. From the context of you were talking to him about the podcast. Yeah. But Marty McFly, I don't know why. A little bit.
It has more so to do with kind of the way he talks and explains things sometimes and how extravagant he can get. But
hey, Doc.
No, see, and that's the thing is, I'm so dumb and out there that I know who Marty McFly is, but in my head, Marty McFly does not automatically translate to Back to the Future.
It's just
like to me, Marty McFly just like some McFly guy over there. more so than it is the guy in Back to the Future.
Yeah, you're. What do they call him?
What?
I don't know. Something about like you don't keep up with the trends.
Nope.
I don't know what that's called. And I hardly do too, but I mean I'm a hell of a lot better than you.
No, I know. Because like my girlfriend will be mentioning things about like cartoons or yeah, well, that's a whole nother thing. Social media, don't even get me started. No, but like Disney movies, and our cousins hated me for this all the time too, because they're just like, have you never seen Cinderella? I probably have. I just don't remember it. And like so many other classic, like I watched Home Alone for the first time this year.
Nice.
Weird movie, but
but like
something where like
growing up, like we didn't watch a bunch of TV.
No,
and we didn't watch a ton of movies. We watched like Moto Kids like a million times. Yeah. That was the movies we watched.
There was a couple that we just rewatched.
Like the super classic Disney ones, like we never really watched. I don't even think we owned them. Like if we watched them, we watched them.
We're the kids over here. We're the kids over here, like watching Jackie Chan movies while our cousins are watching Cinderella. Anyways, oh, where was I going with this? What were we just talking about?
Don't ask me.
Okay, well, too bad. Can't just like instantly rewind because it was on the tip of my tongue. Anyways,
Marty McFly naming cousins.
Yeah, no, it was about movies, but I don't remember.
Oh, we're watching Cinderella, Moto Kids, nothing.
Well, Moto Kids, that's a good movie.
That's a great movie. Like
the other one that I just thought about, that I have these weird like memories of just like one specific moment, but Mouse on a Motorcycle.
What?
Ever heard of that? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a movie. Then again, it may have been a dream.
You sure you're not thinking about like Stuart Little?
No, like
because he rides a motorcycle.
Maybe.
What kind of motorcycle?
No, but it was an older movie. Like it was an old school kind of movie. And all I remember is like there was this mouse. He didn't talk or anything. He just rode a motorcycle. I don't know anything.
You know what movie I watched? Like this is a while ago, but it's like it's a story. So I don't know how or what I was searching up, but I found out they made a movie about a kid and a dirt bike, but the dirt bike's like Herbie. It's alive.
Oh, really?
So the kid like finds this old dirt bike and he's like, oh man, like I'm gonna fix this old dirt bike up. Like it's exactly like Herbie basically. He finds the dirt bike, fixes the dirt bike up, dirt bike comes alive, and then they just like drive around. So I was like, oh man, I want to watch this movie because I like just like saw a trailer of it. So I just Googled it on YouTube. I didn't Google it on YouTube. That's not a thing. I looked it up on YouTube. And it's on YouTube, or it was, so you could.
Okay. Did you watch it?
I did. It was okay. It was kind of weird.
Not gonna lie. So there was another movie that's actually like more new, called Axel. It's about this kid who races dirt bikes and he finds this weird robot dog. Anyways.
Yeah. So that one cousin that said this is just gonna be about dirt bikes was kind of right.
For some reason, but regardless, it's relevant to other things like movies. Okay, anyways, it's like a newer movie. Some of my favorite dirt bike guys were going to be in it as like stunt riders, like Axel Hodge, Tyler Bierman, like freestyle guys.
Cool.
And I watched the movie. It was a terrible movie.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
It's just like, and then I also found out that they were going to call it something else. But apparently there was some kind of dispute about how much Axel Hodges got paid or something. So they renamed the movie after him to compensate. And I was like, are you serious? It was just a terrible movie. You should watch it. It's great.
Oh, okay. What time are we at? How much time are we on?
I don't know. Where's my 25 minutes? Oh, it might be time to break out the quote.
Yeah, because this is a quote from a movie.
This is oh, hey, it fits the topic. How did we manage that?
I know, that's why I was asking about.
I feel like you what else? What was I just thinking? Yeah, just so we all know, McCoy took like half an hour to write this.
Because this
transcribe it off of his phone.
So like how this works is we have a camera set up, and then like what's going through our headphones is a FaceTime call, so like we can see
of each other, so we can hear each
reaction. And then like the mic's going in. So anyways, we were still on FaceTime, and he was still in my headphones, but it was a video that I was like trying to copy the quote down from.
See, I didn't know that.
Oh, I told you. I was like, dude, I gotta listen to this video.
No. So sorry. The way
he
I
was talking, I was trying to listen. I had to rewatch the thing like 10 times to get like the first 2 words.
But again, you have to understand, I'm on FaceTime, so all I hear is like a scribble on the table. And I'm just like, oh, so how's your quote going? Blah, blah, blah. That's a long quote. He's like, shut up. I'm like, what? You need like silence to write? He's like, I have to hear what I'm doing. I didn't understand you were listening to a video. Okay, regardless. What's the quote, buddy?
So it's from the movie Peanut Butter Falcon. Have you ever seen that?
I've never heard of that movie.
Great movie. It's a
how old
phenomenal.
Is it?
It's quite new. It's I don't know, a couple of years. It's got
Peanut Butter Falcon.
The Peanut Butter Falcon. It's got Shia LaBeouf. He's kind of one of the main characters, and I can only think of his first name. His name's Zach, coincidentally.
Cool.
But he has Down syndrome, and he meets up with Shia LaBeouf's character, and they just go on this little adventure. It's pretty good. It's got a lot of, I don't know. It's a good movie. Watch the movie.
Cool.
Check it out. Look it up. There's this quote.
Got it. Okay.
You had said like some of the quotes are going to be funny, some of them are going to be like more meaningful. And the last one was about a piss shirt. This one is quite meaningful.
Well, it was a life lesson. Okay, continue.
Like this is like a life lesson kind of.
Okay, a real one. Yeah.
So, the first line is by Zach, and then the rest is Shia LaBeouf. So it goes like this. It says, "Am I gonna die?" It says, "Yeah, you're gonna die. It's just a matter of time. That ain't the question. Question is whether you're gonna have a good story to tell about you when you're gone. Now, don't be a bitch. Let's go."
That's good, actually. That rings true with like a couple other more meaningful, less funny quotes that I have. But no, that's a good one.
Like it's just I don't like. Do you want to be?
Remember.
How do you want to be remembered? That's what the gist of it is.
Yeah, true. But not only that, like what everybody's walking around worried about, like small things, or worried about dying, when really we're all gonna die sometime, man. Just
there was another quote jumping in on this.
Going to do something.
It was. I really wish I could think of who said this. Movie is Midway. Characters Bruno, I think.
Midway, like the army, World War II.
And like this is a quote, but I can't quote it word for word.
Okay. Yeah.
Says, Uncle was a worker building the Empire State Building. Walked up hundreds of feet in the air, crossed iron beams. Everyone's like, "You're crazy! Like that's gonna kill you." He died walking to church one Sunday. Cab jumped the curb, killed him.
Yep. Like, not in the wrong or anything, just complete accident.
So sometimes you just gotta
blows my mind.
Do what you want to do.
Well, I mean, like, and that's the thing is, like, Mom's always getting mad at me because I'm breaking bones, and she's like, "When are you gonna learn your lesson?" And I'm learning lessons, believe me. Like, but sometimes it's just like, okay, so do I literally never hit any kind of jump ever again?
No.
Maybe, but like, do I just take a better approach to the way I do action sports or hitting jumps? Like, obviously, that changes the way you think. And the other thing is like, I lost my train of thought.
Nice. You can't always be afraid to die. Sometimes it'll help you. But
now I gotta find it because I've got a quote like that. Something about if you spend too long afraid to die, you'll never live. Something like that. It's a adrenaline addiction quote. Chase Renford. Yeah. He says, "I'd risk the fall just to know how it feels to fly." Not 100% relatable, but again, like that sense of you got to risk something depending on what you're doing. You got to risk something to do what you want to do sometimes.
Yeah, like use your common sense, and if like if what you're trying to do is only going to lead to death, maybe don't do it, but Like,
not gonna lie, just listening to us right now, we are terrible at giving advice. Anyways,
yeah, good place.
I think people get the gist of it. This has been good.
Have fun.
I just watched my GoPro
Live your
shut
life.
off. It died. No, I ended this episode without a camera.
Okay, well, you can leave me on. We'll get you next time.